To news, weather, and sports brought to us by satellite from all over the world. Now, that's broadcasting at its limit. But how about a broadcasting system that broadcasts only from the cafeteria to 27 classrooms? Well, it's WHOJ, teen television at Highland Oak Junior High School. Here's Tom Miller with our commuter story.
Coming to you in 5 seconds.
The moment before any live broadcast is always filled with a bit of tension and anticipation. Will it go smoothly? It happens at any television station. But this isn't just any TV station. Here, the people behind the anchor desk, behind the cameras, and here at the control room panel are all under 15 years old. This is WHOJ, the television station of Highland Oaks Junior High in Miami, Florida, with transmitters high atop cafeteria, reaching over 45 classrooms throughout the school grounds. In short, it's teen TV.
Good morning. Today's lunch is pizza, hot dogs, assorted sandwiches, yellow, orange cottage cheese eggs, tossed salad, cookie 15 cents, pudding 25, milkshakes are 50, and tomorrow's lunch is chicken. And a very, very happy birthday to the best coach and baker we have. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
According to the SEC, one task of any local station is to serve the needs of its community. WHOJ does that admirably. After the homeroom bell rings, it begins its daily morning broadcast with scenes by which to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Then there are announcements, sports news, perhaps a trivia question or two, and then sign-off.
This is WHOJ Channel 3. Have a nice day.
There you have it. Without taking more than 2 minutes of classroom time, the WHOJ kids have provided some information, some inspiration, and something to look forward to at lunch. And what they get in return is a lot of valuable experience.
I picked the audio board because I wanted a more challenging job. And when I get out of school, I think I'm going to go for an electrical career. And the audio console deals with electrical equipment.
I want to go into field of television or radio. And also, because when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I wanted to find out what was behind the scenes in the studio, and that's why I went.
All of the equipment needed to put together even a small station like this costs an awful lot of money. And most of what you see in this studio was paid for with the proceeds of 5 years of candy sales. Imagine $20,000 worth of chocolate bars.
Miller, we'll be ready for you on the set in 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, I've got to get up. Not all of WHOJ's shows are live from the studio. This is an active crew of kids which keeps its finger on the pulse of the community, raising the issues, ferreting out the positions held on important questions facing their public.
Do you think that school is properly preparing you for graduation? Yes. In what ways?
Well, now that we have to have 1.6 average or more, the kids are being more pressured and have to have a good, they work harder to have better grades.
As class advisor, Pete Pappas plays the role of producer in the studio and creativity manager with the kids.
I've had these students over a couple of years, and I feel that a class like this has many advantages to students in the junior high school. It opens up many opportunities to them in many fields, in journalism and television production, the technical as well as the talent end of it. I have them as graphic students. I actually teach graphics, and seeing them throughout the year, I picked students that I feel would best be able to take advantage of the program that we have here.
Most of us are familiar with what goes on in front of the camera, but really that's only a very small part of the total operation. For example, this is the control room. This is called the switcher. This is the guy who runs the switcher. He is the video director. He decides what's going to go out over the air, and his name is Lenny Steinman. Hi, Lenny. Now, this thing looks off complicated. Is it, and how does it work?
Well, at first it's pretty complicated, but then you get to know how to use the equipment. The bright light shows what's being broadcast, and the less light, the dim light, shows what's going to be on next. To bring from one camera to the camera, you just bring down the white, put the other curtain on, push out over to that camera to that camera.
Oh, all right. You can wipe in any number of directions, too, right?
Right, over here you can see the difference. This could come from the side,
right,
to the corner.
Oh, that's
coming from down or up.
Oh, that's nifty. That's not too complicated. Another very important individual to the production is the camera operator. In this case, Dale Lamette. Now, Dale, I've worked an awful lot out on that side of the camera, but I don't know anything about this side of it. Why don't you explain it to me?
Okay, all you do is look for this viewfinder, and when you center your ankle person or whoever's on the other side of the camera. Once you get them stood,
You focus with this knob here. And then the director, through the headset, will tell you what angle he wants it.
Okay, I can hear the director through here now?
Camera 1, will you loosen up your shot, please?
It says to loosen up on camera.
Okay, when you loosen up on the camera, all you do is go back on this knob and you can go as far away as you want.
Loosen up just means widen your shot out, right?
Right.
Mr. Miller, we need you on the set.
Now, this is a place I've been before, but I was 28 before I ever sat at my first anchor desk, although Kelly Duke here seems to be a seasoned veteran at age 13. Do you get a little nervous once in a while before you go on, and if you do, what do you do about it?
Well, I usually do get nervous, but before I go on air, people will tell me jokes and I laugh, and it doesn't make me as nervous.
Coming to you in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're very happy to have with us here today in the WHOJ studio, Tom Miller, who is the reporter for Epcot magazine. I'm sure he can teach a lot about TV. So tell me, Mr. Miller, what is it like to be in the real TV business?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I had to chuckle at that. After all, I'd been asking them questions all day long.
Television programming, we know it is relatively new, but television's been around since 1925, when a fellow named Baird in London and a fellow named Jenkins in the United States found a way to put blurry image on glass. In 1928, General Electric was broadcasting 3 days a week in upstate New York, and that's the way it was.
Michael, it's for you.
Here's Frank Berry with a great idea coming up.